Alright, hi there. So for today we're gonna do some lab exercises using NumPy, and then we're gonna upload a file on any Python IDE. We're gonna still be using the Google Colab and perform some data analysis on the said file as to regards the questions over here. So first and foremost, we have to download the CSV file and upload it here. I've already downloaded the CSV file, so all we have to do is import the Google Colab. First and foremost, we're gonna import NumPy first, so that we won't forget. Import NumPy as NP. There we go. We have the library, and now we're gonna import the CSV file using from Google Colab import files upload equals to files dot upload. Go, and we're gonna run that. It's gonna prompt us to choose our files. We're gonna choose the download student performance over here, and there we go. We have students performance CSV. We have successfully uploaded it. So now for the very first question, we have to open it and study first how will we manipulate the data using NumPy. So first and foremost, we open it to an Excel file. We see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, and then tons of rows. So it's a very big array file, and as you can see, it's separated between female and male, as stated here. Female and 1 male. So whatever zeros for female and 1 for male. So to do this, we can't exactly split a very large number of a file or an array without using loops. So we're gonna have to scroll down a bit here, find the edge of the female. So that's 519, or 518, because the very first number of any programming language is 0. So that's 519. So we have to take note of that. 519, and the very last number of the male is 101. Okay, so now that we have that type of data, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, we have to go back here. So we have to we have to first load the data as data equals to np.load text, and the name of the file, students performance .csv. We're gonna delimit. We're gonna separate it with a comma, and then we're gonna skip row 1, the first row over here. See, this is the first row. We're gonna skip this. Skip rows because it will not render the first one. So we're gonna skip that, and we're gonna use columns. Use columns equals to range, the first column and the fifth one. Yeah, since there's 5 columns. So if we put here field data load and p load text, so we have to make sure that everything is okay, was not closed. Wait, okay. upload. Data is NP. Load text. Students. Limiter is 5. I think it wants us to do this. Oh, okay. And then we put like here data. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. So take note of every take note of everything because it's very sensitive. The commas and the spelling. Yeah, so apologies for that. And here we have our data. You can see it's separated by semicolon because it's very long. But now we already loaded our data over there, so let's go with the questions. Okay, so the first question is the mean and the median scores of each subject. So we can't exactly get all the columns, separate all the columns here because it's a very big data, it's a very big file. So what we do is we do the print statement, the mean of all data scores. We do that, and then we put data dot mean, and we put the axis for the columns equals to 0. And then we get this one. So if we put like if we have, so there's those amount of females, but we will skip that and we will focus on these three, which is the math score, reading score, and the writing score. So the mean of the math score is 66.09, reading score is 69.69, and the writing score is 68.0554. So that's the mean of all data scores if you tabulate that. Now if we're going for the median, we have to first put a new variable, data median equals to np.median, because there's no data.median. You have to use the numpy library data as axis equals to 0. Here we go. So and we have a print statement here. Print the median of all data scores, and then we just data median as again. So that's the math, the mean of the median of math, reading, and writing. So 66, 70, and 69. Now we will separate the males from the females, since we have to get the mean and the median from the male list and the female list. So how do we do that? So we have to have two of these here, and then get the female and male list. As I mentioned before, the numbers female list equals to the data, which are ranging from rows 1 to 518. So if we put that here, female list. Oh, it should be in braces, not parentheses. And we have all the female list starting from that from the first column down to the 518 rows. Same with the male list. Equals to data for the 518, and the last one, which is 101. So male list over here. Oh yeah. There we go, that's all the male list. So we have to get the medium scores of the male area. So we have to like just get this, copy selection, then paste data male median. Gonna put male median, male list and male median. So it's same thing. So the median scores of math is 69, reading is 66, 64 of writing. So if we get the mean of it, just gonna get this, copy selection, control paste, mean of all male data scores, male list dot mean x is 0. So if we put like male list dot mean, yeah, 68, 65, and 63, that's supposed to be 69 if you want like, oops. Yes. Male list dot mean 68, 65, and 63. Same can be done with the female list. So let's just copy here. Copy selection, paste here. So print female list. Female list, a male female list here. It's just the female median. And female median here. So the mean of all female, forgot to change that. 63, 72, and 72 over here. And the median of female data scores for math is 65, 73 for writing, and 74 for reading, for 73, 74 for writing. So we now go to the highest and lowest score by each subject, then we have to go to the female list. So highest and lowest score, we have to put the mean and max. So the date, we put here data min, which is the minimum, and we have to borrow the library np dot min of the data axis equals to 0. And so print minimum high score, minimum scores. So put here data min. And then for max, same thing, just put here data max. So np dot max data axis equals to 0. Print maximum scores, and data max. So we print that. So the minimum scores for math is 0. The maximum scores, this is all. This is for the minimum score, yeah, of reading is 17, writing is 10. The maximum scores is all 100. Alright. And then we copy this, copy selection. We can go to the female first. Print that, female min and female max. Female male max, and be the min, so female list. Female list. Female min. Female max. So if a female, it's almost the same here. So 0, 17, and 10. Let's see if it's like the same thing with the male thing. Copy selection. See if it's the same thing, or have I? Yeah, female min, female list. So whatever list is here. Paste. So that's male. Male list. Male. And male max. Okay. So the minimum scores are 27, 23, and 15, much more than the female one. But when it comes to the highest scores, it's still the same. So 100, 100, 100, and 100 here. So the next question is, how many students are above average for all areas? Above average, which means all 100. So what I do is take the length, take how many elements of there that has all 100 scores. That means above average. It means they are the top of the top. So what I do is len data max. So whatever is the maximum scores are, they have to find whichever students have that. So there's only 4 students that have above average score. So whatever max there is, there's only 4 students that have like above average score, the maximum score. Alright, and then the highest score in math is male or female. I'd say both, because they have both 100 and 100 here. So there's no distinction between. So thank you for watching, and I hope you all learned something today. And learning experience is very tricky, even because it's NumPy, not really. And there's also you can do loops, but there's also like a distinction between loops from the regular Python and the NumPy Python. So there's still something more that can be learned within this. Just have time with it, and that is all. Thank you very much, and goodbye.